Welcome back to Drive With Me TV. It's time for the answer to our trivia question. Can you tell us how much the first electric vehicle cost? Back in 1912, gas vehicles went for a mere $650, but the first electric vehicle sold for $1,750 in the same year. Talk about lighting up your bank account. That's all from the dashboard on Drive With Me TV. Did you know one of the most respected automotive experts is not only a woman, but is a woman from right here in Western New York? After her many national tours, I was lucky to catch up recently with the car care coach, Lauren Fix. Cars now, there's a lot of distractions on the road, texting, everything else. Now they have touch screens. What are your feelings about all the new technology? Is it a distraction to the driver?
It depends on the brand. Some of it is very distracting. You have to go multi-layers deep. I review literally every car that's on the road, from the lowest to the highest price. And you notice when you have to go 4 or 5 levels deep just to set a preset for a station is a distraction. Where probably the best system on the road right now is the virtual cockpit by Audi, where you look in front of you and all the gauges shrink down and it's full navigation. It's also part of the head up and you can set it up any way you want. Of course you do that before you leave. So you could have the nav here or the nav here or the nav in front of you. It's pretty spectacular.
The millennials, I think you have 2 of them.
I have 2 of them, yes.
They buy everything online. Everything online. So would you suggest to buy a car online, because there's several options to buy a car online, or would you suggest to go to a local dealer and make a relationship and have it serviced? And
I think first thing you should do your homework online. Get third-party experts such as myself or other people that are out there. No, don't call me up. I'm so busy. I don't know what part of the world I'm in. I've been literally from Corsica to Iceland this year. But what I would suggest is do your research online. Find out what year, make, model you want, find out your price range, and before you make any decisions, check with your insurance, because everybody forgets that, because it could be higher or lower based on the replacement. Especially if you're looking at an electric vehicle. All those vehicles that are hybrids cost more to replace, so they cost more to insure. So I think a lot of people forget that. Now once you've kind of written down what you want, reduce it down to like 3 or 4 cars, test drive them. Get the local dealers, get some pricing, because we do have great local dealers in the Buffalo area, thank goodness, because not every city in the country has that. Then go online and do some comparison shopping. And if they're gonna offer you a better price, go back to your favorite dealer, say, hey, what do you got? And if the price is better here, what you're gaining is a business relationship with somebody here in town. And we do have great dealers. And so if you need service, you're gonna get it. But if you buy it out of town, you're still gonna get service. So it has to be about price and convenience for you. So some people like it local. There are people who buy them on Amazon. I'm not thinking that's the right way, because you have to test drive a car. And you can't just buy a car and never drive it. That's a big buyer beware. Lauren Fix, the car coach, we are so happy to have her on this program. And thank you so much. I could talk to you for hours about this. Well, let me know. We'll talk cars again. Awesome. Here we are with Frank Todaro. I got my guy, Frank Todaro, here. We are back at Collision Masters.
Yes, you are.
And it's summertime now. The sun's shining.
Finally.
So, obviously in summertime, a lot more cars on the road, a lot more fender benders, a lot more accidents. So what is the first thing that somebody should do when they get into a little fender bender?
I would recommend the first thing to do is pull off to the side of the road and make sure you're in a safe spot.
So assuming everybody's okay, then what you're going to do is probably take pictures of the damage?
Yeah, so what we want to do is anyone can pull into our garage here. We'll get you out of the elements, and what we're going to do is assess the damage and write you a free estimate. But we'll coordinate with your insurance company, even conference your insurance company on the phone with us to go over the claim and get a claim number.
So if somebody gets into an accident and everybody's okay, they pull up to the side of the road, they take pictures of the damage, they don't need to call their insurance company, they can call you, Frank.
Well, what I would recommend at the scene is usually call the local police and try to get an accident report. Usually,
how important is that?
Super important, real important. You want to get that documented. Documentation at a scene of an accident is super important.
And then you call Collision Masters.
Then you call Collision Masters.
And you can take care of everything. You get their insurance number and insurance card, and your people will call their insurance company.
Well, if the vehicle's not drivable from the scene, you can call us and we'll get our tow truck dispatched right away and bring it right here to the shop and bring you along with it. Or if you can drive it here safely, come on in and then we'll assess the damage, get you on the phone, we'll get your claim started, get you on a conference call, and answer any questions you have.
Well, here's a car that's drivable, and this is John Sciullo's car from WBBZ-TV. He had a little fender bender. Not kidding.
Yes, yes.
So here we have a vehicle that looks like, I'm not a collision expert, obviously, but it looks like there's some serious damage here.
Yeah, looking at it, it looks like his rear bumper has some scuff marks on it. It's got a little crack in it.
And there's a lot of times, I can speak from experience, that you're in like a little fender bender and you take a look at your vehicle and it doesn't look like there's any damage done at all, but that sometimes is not the case.
Today's day and age, these cars are actually computers and they have many, many sensors. Now with the safety items on these vehicles, we have lane departure sensors, which most people are not aware of. There's an actual sensor in this area here that lets you know that you cannot go into the left lane until there's a vehicle not in the way. So that can be damaged, right? So what we plan to do is write an estimate based on what we can see and access. Then the insurance company would authorize us to disassemble the vehicle, where we come up to a repair plan. We actually will come out to right to the penny. Once we get it all apart, we can factor in when we receive the parts, what parts we're gonna find for the car, and get you a final price and what day we expect that car to be done and promise you that.
Seems like, Frank, your company eliminates a lot of steps for somebody that has a misfortune of a little fender bender.
Well, the process is we want to be upfront and honest with the customers, so we're all on the same page. Communication is key. People want their car back. They want to drive in their car to go back to work.
So, fender bender, accident, get off to the side if able, make sure everybody's okay.
Yep.
Call the police, file a report.
That's right.
Right, and then call Collision Masters, and you guys will take it all pretty much from there.
Right, and another key point too is it's not a bad idea to have a disposable camera in your glove compartment at all times.
Document everything.
Even an old cell phone, even though it's not working, if you can plug it in, charge it up, you can call 911.
It's not just a one-man show. You're my guy, but it's not a one-man show. You have a great staff here.
No, I would not be anything without my staff here. They're phenomenal. They have years of experience. They do this day in and day out.
So who is the director of first impressions when somebody calls?
So right at the gates, you're going to deal with Shannon, and she is amazing. She's been here for many years for me now, and you know, she works very well. Everyone actually, when they come in and they say hi to me, they want to talk to Shannon.
Great. And then how many mechanics do you have here?
We have a total of 13 employees here, majority being mechanics, and we have our manager, Scott.
Frank Todaro, thank you very much.
Thanks,
I got my guy,
Thank you,
Frank Todaro from Collision Masters.
Frank Todaro is your guy. Connect with Frank and his Collision Masters team in South Buffalo at 716-848-4800, downtown at 716-855-2886, and online at collision-masters.com.